guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I got my Jerusalem hat on for a reason, because I'm doing a gift request from Penny from Heaven, Hedlund. So Penny, shout out to you. Thank you for this. It's Dolly's song. You saw the title. He's alive. Penny made a gift to the channel Easter Day, if you will, but I was already getting involved with family by that point. And so preparing to get out, so I couldn't do the recording on Easter Day. And it's not uncommon that I get the reactions up that day, but it was a holiday. So anyway, which you knew that, Penny. So there it is. So it's a Monday song. It happens to be an Easter song on April Fool's Day. So all right, I don't know this. This is a reaction. As far as I know, I don't know. I don't know Dolly's rendition, certainly. Certainly.
If you're a fan of music or television or movies, then you're definitely a fan of our very special guest.
She is so well known. You only have to say her first name for folks across the country and around the world to smile.
And every song she writes, every song she performs, she makes her very own.
And even surrounded by the glitz and glamour of show business, she never loses that personal touch that makes her seem more like a friend than a star.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is such an honor. Please welcome Dolly Parton.
Yeah!
The gates and doors were barred and all the windows fastened down. I spent the night in sleeplessness and rose at every sound, half in hopeless sorrow and half in fear the day would find the soldiers breaking through to drag us all away. Then just before the sunrise I heard something at the wall. The gate began to rattle and a voice began to call. So I hurried to the window, I looked down into the streets, expecting swords and torches and the sound of soldiers' feet. But there was no one there but Mary, so I went down to let her in. John stood there beside me as she told me where she'd been. She said they've moved him in the night and none of us knows where. The stone's been rolled away and now his body isn't there. So we both ran toward the garden and John ran on ahead. We found the stone and empty tomb just the way that Mary said.
Just as an aside, I got this hat in Jerusalem when I was in Jerusalem, when I was in Israel, because we traveled all throughout. But the Garden of Gethsemane and the place where it's consistent with the biblical account of where Jesus may have been laid, and the stone and all of that. It's under British control, believe it or not. Somehow it got transferred to the Brits a long time ago. There's one little section, a private interest group that has this, but I was there, the spot that they're talking about.
But the winding sheet
in the song.
Was just an empty shell, and how where they'd taken him was more than I could tell. Oh, but something strange had happened there, just what I did not know. John believed a miracle, but I just turned to go. Circumstance and speculation could lift me very high, 'cause I'd seen them crucify him and I saw him die. And back inside the house again, the guilt and anguish came, and everything I'd promised him just added to my shame. When at last it came to choices, I knew his name. And even if he was alive, it wouldn't be the same. Then suddenly the air was filled with a strange and sweet perfume, and light that came from everywhere drove shadows from the room.
She's so good.
Stood before me with his arms held open wide, and I fell down on my knees and I just clung to him and cried. Oh, but then he raised me to my feet, and as I looked into his eyes, the love was shining out from him like sunlight from the skies. Guilt and my confusion disappeared in sweet release, and every fear I'd ever had just melted into peace.
Isn't that what we want? Peace? She's got the perfect outfit on for this too. I think these were the Dove Awards, as I recall.
Oh, thank you very much, and a very special thanks to the members of the Christ Church Choir.
She's so sweet. How can you not feel good? Everybody feels good with Dolly around. It just doesn't matter. There's just this thing about her. She just seems to embody what she sings. There's nothing pretentious. You know, my yoga teacher, right? Jump from one thing to another, but it's the same thing. When I'm with her, Ranjita, I never feel judged. Nobody feels judged around her. There's not negativity. There's just acceptance. And that's Dolly. And, you know, as we know, there's definite factionalization within any religious community. Christians have different sects, and some think the others aren't Christian. Jews have the same thing, where you've got Hasidim who think that Reformed Jews aren't Jews, they're not Jewish enough or whatever. And we sort of do this kind of stuff. Now with Dolly, it's one of these things where she's got her faith. She's clear about that, not just because of the song, but it's one of these things where you would still feel acceptance in her presence, even if you were an atheist. And that embodies, that to me is legitimate faith. When you come out kind, thoughtful, not judgmental, but you just know your own battles are within yourself. And yeah, I mean, there's no question historically that Jesus lived and died. No question. And then, you know, obviously people have theological and religious differences over whether he was the Son of God and resurrected and all that, which is what Easter was about. But when somebody comes out of their faith or lives in their faith, the way Dolly projects her own, it's just a beautiful thing. And so anyway, I'm not rating that. I normally don't even do religious songs per se, but in honor of Easter, of course. I mean, you know, it's just a big part of it. You can't get away. I mean, theology is a big part of everybody's lives. And if somebody's kind, I'm all about it. I'm like, look, don't even switch to my view. If you're a kind person, whatever your politics or religion, or don't switch to whatever I may be thinking, because that might upset the apple cart and you could become a nasty person or less kind. Stay kind. I'm cool with that. I'll handle my own beliefs type of thing. So, Penny, that was wonderful. That was just sweet. How do you not love Dolly? Like, seriously. So there it is, folks. From Penny, from Heaven, Hedlund, to everybody else a day after Easter. And then if you see this in 6 months, 6 months after the day after Easter. All right, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.